morning we've been terrorized by a certain group of kids and teenagers 18 to 20. That's all we just need to know.
Hi. If you're watching this, you might not be prejudiced. If you're not watching this, you very well could be.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
What does that mean?
What mean?
I have to know because I am white and I live here.
It means I'm not white.
I want to know what that means. Does that make any sense to you? That I want to know what that means? Because I actually live here and I am white?
Well, for me, as I'm about to do it,
I'm not going to touch your shit.
No, it's good. No, I'm actually, this is...
I want to know what that means. I want to know right now.
I'm doing a vlog, so I was just recording, so I'm just turning it off. I'm just turning it off for...
Prejudice.
A preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience.
Well, look who I found again. Hey, Caper.
What's up?
Long time no see, buddy.
Oh, it's been
What's been up?
3 years, yes.
Well, 3 years.
Glad to be back up here as soon as I was able to. I just come up on July 28th there on a maritime bus. I was on unemployment. They just finished paying me out, so I'm completely broke now.
Uh-oh.
Welfare won't help me for 90 days. Completely got screwed by the government.
Okay, so what do you do until then?
Now I got to either wait the 90 days or try to find some kind of work. I need 740 hours to get another 50 weeks unemployment or work steady straight up. I got here on the 28th and I decided to pitch a camp. All right. Over here.
Pitch a camp over where?
Over to the left of me, but under the overhang. We'll be walking over there shortly.
Okay, you're going to show me, are you? All right.
I set up a little camp. Developed Nova Scotian ISS.
Yeah.
Made an agreement with us. All come together, had a meeting, and gave me a strict list of rules to follow and abide by. I'll get into them rules very shortly here.
Sure.
But as long as I abide by them and follow them, I'm good. So I've been here since the 28th, and I'm still where I'm at.
So obviously you behaved. Yeah.
I'll show you.
Okay, cool. What you got?
I have these 2 tents here set up.
Okay.
28. And the green one being my guest tent. Say if any of the homeless up the hill want to come down and they don't want to travel up the hill,
right.
I'll be like crashing the guest tent. Right?
All right.
Rules being rule number 1, sleep outside of my tent and around my tent, swept and clean. Rule number 2 is if I'm smoking or I'm drinking,
right,
etc., etc., behind the tent, closed doors. Rule number 3 was no smell coming from me, my buddies, or the tents. Okay, number 4 being if we're cursing, swearing, dirty talk, if there's families around and stuff in the day, keep it to a minimum that they don't hear us or don't use it.
So no cursing and swearing during the day?
Like when there's families and stuff, dirty talk, yeah.
Right on. Yeah, okay.
4, right?
Yep.
That was 4, right?
I think it was, yeah.
Okay, now number 5 is a big one.
Okay.
No fighting or bringing cop attraction if possible, as much as possible. No fight. Oh, be proper and polite to the people passing.
Right. Yeah. So keep the peace.
Right.
And spread the peace.
And like I said, I've been here since July 28th. I must have not have broken one since. I'm still here. And then I got my young friend over there, Kyle.
Hey.
Right?
So he's your guest.
Right now.
Guest.
For 2 weeks as of now, right now.
2-week guest in your guest house.
I've known KP here for about 6 years.
Cool.
All he does is spread love.
How's the guest house?
Not too bad at all. A little duct tape right there. Don't hurt nobody. Like Red Green always said.
Oh man, that's
Handyman's secret weapon.
Handyman's secret weapon, and if anybody knows, it's a camper's best friend as well. Hey,
I'd like you to check out my YouTube channel, Crazy Caper 420.
There you go.
And subscribe if you like. You'll see my buddy here in a lot of the videos.
yes, the Queen yesterday, eh?
See, I think I'm the only tanner in Halifax.
That's acknowledging the Queen.
Has a rest in
Learning to
peace
be
Queen Elizabeth II.
And I got this for Pat.
Yeah, Pat's Day.
This is for Pat's Day, guys.
Yeah,
Love and
Patrick.
respect to Pat's Day.
Right on. You're well with. Here's the bullhorns.
Oh, yeah.
Get it right on the camera there. There's the. Oh Jesus! Push me over there.
Sorry.
He knows the bullhorn. To come around here, like, oh, there he is. To come around here, like when I would camp as I'm walking across Canada, bike across Canada. My word, this would be awesome. Like,
3 years ago.
look at it. Look at this.
This won't
Look
be
at this.
happened 3 years
Oh
ago.
no, I know. But look at the like to shelter from the rain and stuff. You don't get that on the tent. Oh, you're looking for.
The concrete overhang.
Oh, you're looking for hangs for sure. This is great. Doing it for stealth camping, right? Talking about stealth camping. Well, camping in plain sight is, a video I just did 2 weeks ago.
There's cameras everywhere. If an incident happens, we're right. Just gotta move in view. Look over your head there, people. Right there, the law court. They can zoom right in on ya.
Supreme Court of Nova Scotia.
There's the irony of it.
I'm going to tell you, no matter how big you think you are, there's always somebody bigger. Sort of, but they're not. They're not doing it stealthily. They've got authorization from the highest courts of Nova Scotia to be permitted to camp here, just as long as they're
Following the rules.
being decent, being respectful, eh?
Incident last night. We didn't hesitate to call the police.
Yeah, right
Police
away.
handled it as it was a.
Don't describe, don't.
Yeah, it was well worth it.
It was a little bit of roughness in,
Yes.
Between 1 and 3 in the morning, we've been terrorized by a certain group of kids and teenagers, 18 to 20. That's all we just need to know.
like for me, that's one of the scariest things when you are trying to find a place to camp is, where is it safe? And I know there was one thing that I always tried to do is to stay away from the public eye on a Friday or Saturday night. And there was one night in Bradford, Ontario, in which that didn't happen. And I got my cart flipped over by a guy that was drunk coming back from a sporting game, hockey game. Nice, safe, and secure place for you guys.
I forgot to mention something, guys.
What do you got?
Listen to this one. I worked out a deal with the owner of Las Toros.
Okay, what's the deal?
I run my extension cord to the front outlet, do a little bit of work for them here.
Oh, where's that at?
In the back?
Everyone show me?
Okay. Well, as you see, my extension cords are there.
Extension cords are here.
Running through there.
Right.
And I come along here. And the only outlet out of all these plugs, the only outlet that's turned on is one for me.
And he's turned it on specifically for you?
Yes. That one outlet. As long as I do a little bit of work in the back. Right?
And what's that little bit of work involved?
Every time this gets a mess, tidy up. Right there.
So you're tidying up out back here for me?
Every time it starts getting messy.
Awesome.
Just for the power.
That is terrific. Swinging caper. It's a swinging pad. Awesome. Thank you for that. It's just back to these.
You know what, bro?
Yep.
Like I said, that was well worth what you gave, and I appreciate that.
No, I know. I appreciate this.
And that will help me get through my evening.
Fear is not knowing. And often fear overtakes us. And I think that's where prejudice really comes from. Stems out of the fact that we're afraid. What we're not afraid of, we accept. And we accept that strongly. And anything outside of what we've accepted is scary. It may threaten us because we don't know it. So we don't try to get to know it. It's a Saturday night. Everybody of every walk of life is out tonight. And I've come across them. Some of them very, very unique. that I enjoy. But you can see prejudice. Hey, I could have been prejudiced against older people, retired people, and I wouldn't have had the experience. I could have been prejudiced against people who live on the streets, and I wouldn't have tonight's experience. So many people. Yeah, and I do want to talk about it, because if you are prejudiced, you will not know who I am. You'll never know as much as a person you don't know anything about. You'll never know as much as a person you don't know anything about. And I wish everybody would quote this to themselves when they wake up in the morning. Knowing what somebody else knows, that little bit of detail, allows you to know a little bit more. Appreciate that. If that's what appreciation is, you know. I am a strong appreciator, a strong observer, and I really, really look for different perspectives. You know, that's who I am. I'm an observer. I don't want anybody to take that color away out of my life and call me something I'm not. Look at the color. Look at it. What is it? There's little reds and pinks and beige, definitely. Sometimes when I get cold, there's purple in my lips, a little blue in my eyes, a little bit of gray too. Fortunately, even at the age of 51, not too much gray up here, so that's good. I am the fellow in yellow, and that's what people have come to know me as. A person has 3 names: one they're given, one they're known by, and one they share with no other. So there's more to the identity than the simple identity. I am who I am, but I am.
You are?
Hi, you listening in?
A little bit.
This guy who's just listening in as I'm talking about prejudice, you're not prejudiced, are you?
No, I take everyone for who they is.
I'll ask you. First off, what color are you?
Well, I'm Caucasian, I guess. From European and Cape Breton descent, I guess. So very European, really. If you're to look at the outside.
Good answer. He must have been. He's cheating by looking at the back of my shirt that says "not white" because it's like.
I know. I was going on whatever, but I did notice your shirt.
Yeah.
So what's the motto? What's the vibe?
My motto is: the more we move others. And if we are prejudiced against each other, we are actually we're stalling each other. We're stopping our progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we know what we need. We need more of this. Love. Love. And appreciation. Without appreciation, you have no love. Without love, all that's left is hate. Showing my colors is bringing out the colors in the people I meet along the way.
I like that, actually.
Yeah.
The more you show about yourself, it shows other people.
And actually, the more you expose yourself, the more people are willing to expose their characteristics. So
I actually like your shirt for that reason, because I bet you a bunch of people are like, what the shit, and get all huffy and tuffy about it, I bet ya.
I actually just over here ended up, because as I was explaining earlier here, that people, because they fear, they want to feel comfortable with what they accept, right? So if they haven't accepted it, then they're afraid of it. And if they're afraid of it, they fear danger. And sometimes they want to confront it and attack it, and other times they want to run away from it. Me, I'm a confrontational kind of person. I like it. I will put myself up. I will, you know. And this guy almost, he's like, well, I am white. What do you mean by this? Well, okay, you call yourself white. I am not white. I'm the fellow in yellow. You know,
I like that.
But what was even funnier, I had behind me characters that were that I could hear them talking,
I bet you they were.
And three young men, all of color, a spectrum. And it was interesting because I'm like, I'm waiting to turn on them, but I've got to pick that certain point. And so he goes, so this guy, I could hear him talking, and he's filming. I know he's doing like he's up close and filming the back of my shirt. And I'm waiting to turn on him because I turned on this. Yeah, this guy has an identity crisis. is what they were saying about me because I said not white, which was absolutely the contrary because they never seen the front of my shirt. I know who I am, and yes, I am the fellow in yellow. And I'll give you a quote, my friend, whose name has yet to be spoken.
I'm Rory.
Rory, this is Rory, Dartmouth,
born and raised, and stuff.
See, you really, as I was saying, you'll never know as much as a person you don't know anything about, right?
Exactly.
So now I know Rory, and Rory has 3 names. Rory was given a name. Rory is probably known to many, a name that he has,
Many Dartmouth weirdos.
So back to that, we have 3 names. One we're given, one we're known by, and one we share with no other.
I am also known as Wheelman.
Wheelman.
Where I wheel away. Have a good day, fellow in yellow.
Cheers, buddy. That's love, buddy. That's love. All this love, lots of love behind me. That is it. Sometimes you get hate by putting yourself out there, and often you will get love, and that was nothing but love right there. I mean, I came out to really talk about prejudice, to talk about, the black and white of systematic racism was my theme for the night. As it turns out, I see much more prejudice, and I don't know, the other side of prejudice, I guess, is embracing individuals, embracing characteristics, embracing cultural sides. And when I mean culture, I don't fully embrace the whole of cultures. I embrace the individual culture, who you are, right? Who you want to be, your character, your 3 names. That's what I'm out to do. I think that's what people identify with me when I'm out here often, Now, some do fear initially until you turn and you explain just who you are. This turned out to be an amazing night in so many regards, and it's so great to be able to share moments as they happen, including that last one. Rory, look for me, Rory. I do want to say this seriously though, like, systematic racism is coming from the top, coming from our school, coming from organizations. We don't have to do this. Look, I am not saying removing the black label. Your race is black, your race is red, your race is yellow, your race is white. I'm not saying removing that right away that's going to be the start of removing racism, because I don't believe it is. But certainly, I want it to be the end of it, where we do not have to call ourselves colors of skin. That's how you're judging somebody? Seriously? Really? And it's coming from the intelligence of prime ministers and presidents? From news networks? Organizations? It angers me. It's insulting to who we are as a human, I'm not even going to say species, as humanity. It's not black and white. And if you want to put a color on it, we're all people of colors. Get out and show your color. If it's yellow, if it's whatever color you see mixed in with all of this love, that's the color. Be that color. Because I'm telling you, racism isn't black and white. Prejudice is. The ones that are attacking, the ones that are stomping on people, knocking them down, they think they're so much bigger by standing upon that person. And the more people they knock down, the bigger they feel, standing upon all the laid down bodies. But I'm going to tell you, from my perspective, standing right here, with you thinking you're way up there on top of all these bodies, I'm going to tell you, from my point of view, down here, up there, you look pretty small. I mean that. From the fellow in yellow, I am not white.